I always thought like Mondays was like a new opportunity to start over. I don't know why it was in my head. Like Mondays are a new beginning, a new opportunity. Um, and that idea has been on my head for as long as I can remember. Um, but thinking about it a little bit more, I came to the conclusion that it's really not the Monday. Like the day doesn't have to do anything with it. I guess it's because you come from a weekend, like from a Sunday, which is supposed to be like a rest day from work, from everything that you're doing. So you come from like that fresh start, and then you can start doing new things. But I've been thinking like it doesn't really matter when you start. You can start any day of the week. The important thing is that you start. Um, but still, there are many things that kind of like go against that. Like normally, the beginning of the week of like a work week is on Mondays. So I think that's also kind of like related to it, I guess. For me, it does represent the beginning of new things. One of those is that I just came back. I was looking at three different apartments that I had scheduled to see today. The first one, I liked it a lot. So this first one, I didn't make this video. This is something that they sent to me. I didn't make a video for this one, but they have different options. So basically, this is a big project. It's kind of like a big, huge house that that was divided on different small living spaces. So it's kind of like a co-living house, but you do have privacy. You have your own bathroom, you have your own kitchen, you have pretty much everything that you need, and they have some shared spaces. So they have like the laundry. The laundry room is pretty much to share with the other spaces that they have. They have some co-working spaces as well, and some social areas, which I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty nice. So in this one, I have different alternatives. They're still working on the apartments, like on the spaces. They haven't finished with construction, but they're telling me that they're gonna be done in about like a week. So that would be perfect for me because if they're done in about a week, I need to move from here in about 2 weeks. So that's kind of like perfect timing for me to choose. And I really like that one. I think the finish is really nice. The space is really nice. They're not as big as I would like to, but it is on a really nice um, place. Like it's from a really nice neighborhood. And also, one thing that I liked is that when you pay rent, like everything is included. Like the water bill is included, electricity bill is included, everything is included, all the bills, so you don't really have to pay anything additional. Now, I would put my own internet personally because of my job. Like I need to have very reliable work, so I'll definitely kind of like to I'll choose to put my own internet, but then everything else will be covered. So that's a really good thing. I really like that because I'll pay rent and then I won't have to think about anything else. So that for me is a plus. It's also a plus that as it is a shared space, I might be able to encounter other people from other places and from here to city. I think it's pretty cool to kind of like meet new people. So yeah, that's also something that I like. Um, and I know I already saw one with kind of like the same characteristics, but this one feels that is a little bit more open, that there is a little bit more spaces to kind of like hang out with other people and meet someone new. So yeah, that one I like a lot. Like that so far is my best bet. It's my best option so far. Now the second apartment that I saw was in a really nice neighborhood here as well. It's super calm. It's a residential neighborhood. Um, like very, very safe. It's also somewhat close to like a lot of things. I liked it because it's kind of like very independent. It's a lot bigger, of course. It has a lot more space. But the problem is that it's a little bit more expensive. Like you had to pay rent, and then add to that, you need to pay off all the bills. And on that specific area, I don't know if you're familiar, but here in Colombia, neighborhoods and areas are divided by like social status. Like they have different levels or social levels. I don't know how you say that. But then it goes from 1 to 6. And that determines how expensive the bills are going to be. So if you are on level 6, is the most expensive that you can get. And that apartment, this second apartment is on level 6. But also because it's myself, it might not be that expensive because I don't really use that many resources, like that much water or that much electricity, or so maybe it won't be that expensive, but still is a little bit over my budget. And then the third one, I mean, I liked it. I think the space is good. It's not as big, but I think it's good enough space for me. Um, the only thing that I don't like about this one is that, well, first of all, it's also a little bit over my budget, and also it's in an area that it doesn't convince me. It's a really good area. It's like one of the highlight areas here in Manizales, but it's super busy. It's like in an area that is super busy all the time. And I really like something that is a little bit more calm, something that you don't have cars 24/7 going all around and making a lot of noise, So that one, I don't know. So yeah, those are 3 other options. The good thing is that I saw other apartments while I was walking around to visit these ones. So I need to call those and figure out, see, maybe I can see them this week. But so far, I would say the best option that I have right now is the one that is on that big house with the other spaces. I think that is my best option so far, but we'll see. Uh, in another note, I don't have a shirt on. I'm sorry. I was just lazy. I just came back. It was really hot. I was wearing a sweater. So I was just took everything off, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Now you see me without a shirt. I don't care. I don't mind. This is me. As I always been showing you, this is who I am. I have nothing to hide. So this is just me. Whatever. If you don't like it, that's okay. But then another thing is that, as I mentioned last week, I'm going to start reading this week, and I'm going to give you kind of like my feedback on what I read that day. And the book that I choose is this one. It's actually from Jordan B. Peterson. It's 12 Rules of Life. Although this one is in Spanish, I really wanted to have this one in English, but it's in Spanish. But anyways, I'm going to read this one. I have had this book for some time now, but I haven't actually been able to kind of like read it completely. So I'm going to start from zero. I already read a good part of it. I'm going to start from zero because I want to start fresh. And I'm going to give you feedbacks on everything that I read every single day. That will be my compromise for this week. That's something that I'm going to start doing this week. Workout is going well. I went to workout today. It went fine. I didn't really have much time today, so I had to do everything kind of like in a rush, but it was good. At least I did it. And yeah, I'm happy for that. So yeah, a lot of things today. But that will be it. Thank you for being here again. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.